Hello and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot on the Sane trilogy. In part 7 of the Rocket Rabbit Commentaries playthrough of our PS4, not quite exclusive anymore, we are doing Slippery Climb.
And there's a red colored gem in this level.
This level is a thing. Oh, this level is definitely a thing. Special gem time.
So firstly, we're introduced to these alternating platforms that would get reused in Spyro 3.
We also, you know, you want to talk about level assets right now, things that we might not be used to seeing in Crash Bandicoot 1. Oh, it is a rain of precipitation, but it is a drought of checkpoints for the start of Slippery Climb. You have to make it just about to the top of the building, going to the left from here, and then you go up, and then you get your first checkpoint box. It is a bitch and a half, but I tell you what, it actually suits a level that you already have to do it perfect in, because if you die and you did not get the checkpoint box, then you don't have to quit out and start the level over again. You could just try again.
Right. I mean, so far, oh great, there's a fucking Brio level in here too. Never mind.
Crash Bandicoot 1 PS1 players are crying at that Brio token.
So you're not going to show off the death animation that happens from the ghouls?
No, I don't think I've ever been killed by one. Well, okay, so if I was ever killed by one of those guys, it would have done the PS1. Whoa, 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 boom, boom.
Really? They don't get their own special grapple?
Well, the Crash Bandicoot 1 didn't have that many sophisticated animations. I mean, they basically had the bottomless pit whistle, and they had the boom, boom.
Okay.
That was about it. Oh yeah, and there were two variations of the latter one. One of them took you to a black background, which was actually kind of freaky at times growing up, and the other one just kind of had Crash die in place. Oh,
miraculously respawning birds is
okay. Crash also can be incinerated. I think he can be electrocuted. Yeah, Crash can be electrocuted in the PS1 game. I'm pretty sure.
I saw that air hop, dude.
And he can fall into slime. What air hop?
You did an air hop there. I know it's not supposed to be that you did an air hop there, but you totally did an air hop.
I probably did an edit. This level sucks.
Oh.
This is one of those. I'll tell you this about Slippery Climb though. If you're in the mood for a challenge, try beating this level in order to get the red gem. It's a pretty neat little challenge. It'll probably take you anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how many times you die.
I mean, this section specifically isn't all that bad. Just run against the building whilst going left on each jump, and you should be okay.
Mm-hmm. Actually, wait, no, that was my first death.
And behold, our first checkpoint.
Okay. Now the pressure's on, though, because if you do die now, you have to quit the level.
Yeah, this is the part where I would rage quit, because these rotating platforms are on different synchronicities, making the optimum jumping spot less obvious.
Right. Those are the weird ones. Anytime you see, well, it used to be like a wooden wheel that was the gear for those platforms in the PS1 game. They look a little different, but you could still spot them as they
jump over,
as they appear numerous times throughout this level. Oh, here's a bitch of a part right here.
All right, go now.
And hit the platform. Slippery Climb in PS1 was the only iteration of this outside the castle, scaling the walls type level.
Those are not death spikes. They are not death spikes. In fact, you can phase through those.
What do you mean, the gables?
Yeah, the gables at top.
Yeah, they're just gables. They can't kill you.
Yeah, but they should stop your vertical ascension. But they don't. You actually just phase through them. And as a point of fact, they're actually background elements, despite the fact that they are, shaped. They are shaped to be along with the foreground.
Four-fingered freaks.
Hey, one of those freaks is our DNA donor, so be nice to them.
DNA donor.
Oh, you didn't go after the Aku
Of
Aku
course
Mask
not,
first.
because
Okay.
if I die in here, I lose it. And here's another reason why the Slipper level sucks. You have to solve this gauntlet section without dying.
You're doing good on it
Jesus
so far,
Christ.
though. There you go. You got it.
Dong 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 dong. Now get the Aku Aku Mask.
Not that the Aku Aku Mask against Slippery Climb actually means anything. It'll save you from spikes, but that's it.
Most of the time, you will die of falling into a pit. See those spikes down there? You can't recover if you land on those spikes down there, because you can't reach the platform.
Right. I think that's why those spikes are just a visual representation of the death plane that's there.
You
right?
should have a pretty solid concept of death at this point. And woof.
And got it.
Oh, but can you defeat Dr. Fuck?
Yeah, he's simple.
Oh, thank God.
And we got the red gem. Woohoo!
Shiny. Thankfully, there is only one bonus stage in Slippery Climb, which probably made it a little bit easier. They probably decided, well, if we're going to take out this level's counterpart because we think it's too hard, let's damp down the difficulty a little bit. And we got 50% of the gems in the game, except, of course, for the DLC gem.
Lights out. Do 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 do. Oh, where? We're backtracking all the way back to Island 1, aren't we?
We're backtracking all the way to Island 1, Mr. Gerdat, because we just got a special gem!
At least you jump cut us all the way through to where we need to be for a native fortress.
Yeah, you should. You all should be up to speed now. That, like, of course, we have to go some ways into the level in order to reach the place where the special gem applies. This is the special gem pathway.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It is very weird. Yeah, we can.
Oh, we got cloud
Yeah.
platforming. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
you know, we're just chilling. Yeah.
I am amazed that they didn't put a death plane there.
They might have done that in PS1. They probably would have. Actually, there is a death plane now.
Yeah, now there's a death plane certainly, but like I'm surprised that there wasn't a death plane right when we started.
I tell you, it took, for some reason, I had a really hard time actually completing this pathway and then getting to the end of the level, so I ended up having to redo this red gem pathway quite a bit. See how long it takes to break all those boxes? I felt that.
It's much longer than the PS1 version, so there. So the top of Island 2 is a peach tree.
Huh.
Coco, stop checking Facebook.
Oh, maybe, you know what, it could be a eucalyptus tree.
It's supposed to be a eucalyptus tree, but given the plumage on it, I would actually assume it's a peach tree.
The fruit. No,
Yes.
Isn't the plumage lovely? Oh, a nice bird.
All right, back to Island 3.
Lovely plumage. Oh, we're not doing Lost City yet. I can't remember which. Oh, right, because the Road to Nowhere also.
Road to Nowhere.
Road to Nowhere also has a red gem platform. Road to Nowhere.
Okay.
Also has a.
This is something that Crash 2 and 3 both did much better than Crash 1. The colored gems were only used for one specific level, and if you managed to do it there, then you didn't have to worry about the colored gems anymore for the rest of your game time.
Only once, really?
Yes, yeah.
Well, except for Spaced Out. Spaced Out would be the exception.
Spaced Out is the only Spaced Out is the exception, and that's Crash 3, and Crash 2 has a similar thing with you needing all the colored gems on the second to last level. But that's Spaced Out that you're referring to, right?
That you need Spaced Out. That the second iteration of each of the special gems isn't Spaced Out. Yes, that's what I mean.
I mean, I was referring to between the two games, Crash 2 and Crash 3. Because both Crash 2 and Crash 3 have a level where you need all 5 colored gems. That is the only second use of the gems in the entire game.
So the Great Hall would be the other one.
Yeah, the Great Hall specifically for a Crash 1 is where you need all the other colored gems. But you also need all the gems normally in Great Hall in order to get the secret ending where you don't actually fight Cortex.
Right, and you actually can just end the game because the Great Hall and then the Cortex boss don't give you any gems.
Right.
Right. Oh, yeah, I thought there was something up there. Kind of made a
The
squeaking noise.
69%.
Oh, Bandicoot. What do I know?
Boulder Bash? No, we still need the purple gem to get the Boulder Dash. Oh, yes. So, going back to the imperative progress, we are going to proceed to Lights Out. As the title suggests, the lights are out.
It is dark. And we have a different variant on Aku Aku here, actually.
Hello? I mean, I'm kind of busy right now.
Ah! My phone exploded!
Foolish child.
This is why you're not supposed to check Facebook whilst you're in haunted castles. Now, do these Aku Aku masks actually count towards gaining invincibility?
Yes. Two limitations, though. You can't stack Aku Aku masks, and when you get hit, it goes dark. When you fall into a pit, it also goes dark.
But these Aku Aku masks are not actually time limits, right?
They are timed.
Oh,
They are timed. So if you take too long, then you will continue to have an Aku Aku mask, so you have protection, but it will not illuminate the area around you. Dang it!
You said that these actually stack up for invincibility, but it doesn't look like that they do.
No, they don't. That's right. They don't stack up. All they do is reset the illumination timer.
Okay.
And that's why, for the most part, these are the only boxes we're going to be getting throughout the level. Lights Out doesn't have that many boxes in it. A good portion of them are on a pathway that is blocked from us at the moment because we lack the special gem we need to actually get the special gem in this level. Yes, you need special gems in order to get other special gems.
In order to get other fucking special gems. Now, for the record,
Damn
they
it.
do that same thing. Actually, no, they don't do that same thing in Crash 1, Crash 2 and 3. They don't. All but one of the special gems in each game can actually be gotten on your first trip.
There, I completed the level without any lights. You're welcome. And in the next part, we will continue to break boxes with our heads.
Smashy, smashy.